Alright, bro. So, multiple things. Before I eat every day, I like to hit my 1,000 push-ups per day because I'm gonna be doing 30,000 push-ups per month until I hit $30,000 per month, man. I'm telling you that. And while I do my push-ups, I just like to play my training, like for sales and stuff like that. You guys saw in my previous video, I only had $1.47 in my bank account. So this is where that notification is coming from. Ignore it. That happens when you have subscriptions and you have $1 in your account, okay? But if we look at the filters, it's past 30. It's the past month, okay? And I track every single day meticulously, along with tasks, how much water I drank, all inside of Notion. So if this gets canceled, I'm fucked. But that's besides the point, and I might lose all my data on the past like 4 months basically. But if we look at all these days, all the way through September, these are how many push-ups I did. It looks like here on September 11th, I kind of had like a low day, but if you look on average, 1,000 and 14.5 push-ups per day. And if we look at the sum, 30,435 push-ups. So I hit 30,000 push-ups actually in the month of September. And I'm doing it again. I'm doing it every single month until I hit $30,000 in my bank account per month. Cash flow. I was just on this page just so I could calculate how much I spent in mentorships in the past 12 months, starting October 28th, 2024. And yeah, I haven't been on the agency accelerator one, but capital closer, that's the one. High ticket sales is like the most underrated hustle right now. Like, I'm just landing so many interviews. I've only been outreaching for 1 week and I've landed 8. Bro, I just got a fucking email from a guy who just booked an interview with me right now.
Have you ever done any sort of phone sales?
Of course.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm partnered with, essentially what I'll be doing is connecting you with my partner. Essentially what she's going to be doing is running you through a meeting and an interview with the CEO of the company. Then from there, essentially next steps is we're conducting a training on Monday. So we're just trying to finalize all the reps now and then continuously build the team from there.
Yeah.
If the CEO likes you.
How many reps are you guys working with?
Currently, at the moment, we have 3. We're conducting a lot of interviews today as well.
Then how many are you guys looking to have?
We're growing from the team to start off at 5, 10, eventually go from 15 because we are paying for leads as well.
Can't see the notification, but I got it. This is not all the interviews I got. This was a post I started creating on Canva yesterday. But yeah, bro, I'm struggling right about now. Look, all my shit looks like this. I can show you my Notion, my ChatGPT is about to give me a notification like this. All my shit is bouncing, bro, because like, bro, I've been going all in. I have a very high financial risk tolerance. So I make choices that might not make sense to, they don't make sense at all to my family, bro. Everybody doubts me in my family. Like, everybody doesn't understand my dreams or my goals, none of that shit. But meanwhile, like, I'm landing clients. I know I'm going to get to that next deal. I know I'm going to make that next K, that next check. And I know that. And I've been making checks. It's only been 2 months that I ran this most recent agency. But I had to put it on pause because I need more cash flow. That's why I pivoted now to high ticket sales. But anyways, I'll let you guys know how it's been. But it's only been 1 week and I landed 8 interviews, and these are $10,000 per month opportunities. If I just close the people, that's it. It's the
That's all right.
iPhones.
As long as you're here, you submitted your materials, etc. Resume looks good. Well, cool, man. Well, maybe just start there with me. Super simple. What specifically is the main motivator for, seeking out your next remote high ticket sales role right now?
Well, right now I'm between roles, and I'm looking for a role now where I'm gonna have the proper lead flow and also be on a offer that has a certain like level of prestige to go ahead and hit my full potential as a sales rep. And I have
Yeah.
a ambitious goal of eventually reaching $30,000 per month. So I saw that you guys had some good offers on ORA and have worked with some pretty big names. So I'm just kind of putting my name out there on different platforms everywhere. I invested over $6,000 into sales training, and the program where I most recently joined was called Capital Closer by Connor Martin, and I guess ORA just appeared on the offer board, so that's kind of how I ended up booking in here.
Yeah.
But anyways, the point I'm trying to say, I guess the next thing I'm really trying to say is like, once I hit 1,000 push-ups, then I eat my meal for the day. And until I make $30,000 per month, I'm doing 30,000 push-ups, or at least as many push-ups to complement how much money I need to make to total to 30,000. You see this? Hungry. I haven't been eating, bro. I've been struggling, nigga. All right, bro. So one thing I'm gonna do is like, I'm gonna write down my goals because it's October. But first, I'm gonna show you guys a cheat code. I go to like this place called Dia Supermarket. It's kind of like cheap, but even cheaper is Prima Prix. But like, if you get like some chorizo sausages like this, it has so much like, it has so many calories in it. So if you're trying to bulk up like I am, and I've done this before, I've gotten up to almost 180 pounds before as an ectomorph, just by eating consistently a lot of calories and going to the gym as I usually do. But I got skinny again working on my agency and going broke, to be honest, and also not eating. So what I'm trying to say is, without waking up the roommates, is that each one of these, it has 500, each serving has 500 calories. What I like about Europe is that all the servings are always in 100 grams. It's not like in the US where the serving size is kind of like different for each product, completely random, but you can see that this has 500 grams in it. So bro, if you do 5 times 500, that takes you to 2,500 grams. If you do 5 times 17.6 grams of protein, it takes you to about 80 grams of protein. Just for eating originally 6 of these, but I ate 3 already. But man, this is a cheat code, and they only cost €4. But all I would need to do is eat 1 bag of these per day, and I have enough calories in 1 meal than what most people eat throughout their entire day, man. Hopefully this tripod doesn't get in the way, but Man, I haven't ate all day. I only eat 1 meal a day. Save money, save time. 1 meal a day. And most importantly, saving time. And then when you eat, it's like paradise. It's like your neurons and like your dopamine just goes to the roof. It's better than drugs. All right, bro. Girl of the day, man. Girl of the day. She just followed me. Really? She's Colombian, huh? Colombiana. I think she follows me, but we're just gonna see. Yeah.
Out the fucking dome with the shit I don't write. Counting up the bands and I spend it on some ice. I be ballin' hard, yeah, I feel like Jimmy Rice. I just bought this coat, I ain't even check the price.
I'm gonna write my goals for October, man. My non-negotiables. Number 1, read 1 book. Espanol. Per day. The reason why this is important is because I live in fucking Spain right now and I'm going to class and I'm actually learning about marketing and advertising, which is part of the business models that I'm actually running in my agency. So
por la atención. Perdonad si en algún momento he sido espeso porque lo normal que yo no me dedico a dar clases. Lo hago con mucho gusto en la universidad y cuando me necesitan o no. Lo he enfocado a veces Kiko, a pedirle mi mail cosas que no estoy de acuerdo.
So if I'm able to read in Spanish and learn more, I'll be able to, number 1, get better grades in class, understand more of the material, which is gonna help in my advertising and my agency, and is gonna help me get more girls because I'll be more confident speaking to strangers and shit. The only thing, like, with approaching girls in Spanish, bro, the thing that's, like, difficult is that I don't speak Spanish. That's a no-brainer. My number 2 goal is to do core strengthening routine. 3, schedule 1 high leverage task every night. So I'm gonna do another 50 push-ups per day, but my goals for October is to read 1 book in Spanish per day, do my core strengthening routine, which should help my posture for 30 days, schedule 1 high leverage task every night. That is my goal. And of course, I'm gonna keep doing 30,000 push-ups per month until I hit $30,000. That's a no-brainer. All right, let's start by scheduling the task of the day. So how I schedule a task is I go to day in the life. I create a new one tomorrow. And now we can add some tasks. So let's just add one. It's a high leverage task. So we're gonna say high. And then how I think of this task is I think about, number 1, like, what's the one thing I can do today that if I could do nothing else, like, this would be the thing and this would be worth it and it would move me towards my KPI, my goal, so anyway, my goal in the month, it's not even about months, it's about right now. It's like simply to increase cash fucking flow, bro. It's simply to increase cash flow. The most important thing for that is going to be sending a lot of follow-ups to sales positions, sending more messages, more follow-ups. Like, I can never stop scaling the offers. Like, I need to get on better and better
and better offers. Even if I land an offer, I already need to be looking for the next one, because I'm not going to hit a 10K offer on my first one. Well, I mean, I'm not going to hit a 40 or 30K offer on my first one, but like I need to be getting as high or as best of a quality of leads and like of a placement as possible, because it all comes down to the vehicle that I'm going to be in that's going to decide how much income I make. It's not about my skills as much in this kind of a high ticket world, so high ticket sales space. So it's really coming down to who you're selling for. Anyways, in which case it's 25 DMs slash outreaches to offer owners. There we go. That's my task for tomorrow. Hey, bro, it's late at night. I've reached my goal of, I guess, reading one book. I need to read 2 of them, and now I need it. Now it's actually the 3rd of October, so I need to be reading 3 of them, but I read in Spanish. And I starting with Why by Simon Sinek. What did I think of this book? Man, it started dragging on a little bit. I only read the sample because that's how I'm able to read more, like, because there's no way I'm reading full books in Spanish with everything else I got going on. Like, so I read the samples and I get the main point. So the point about this book, starting with Why, I mean, it basically tries to tell you to think deeper about, like, number one, the reason that you do shit, like, for your company, and like having like a deeper motivation that you have a deeper, what's the word for that, slogan, I get, not slogan, like statement of purpose, because it resonates better with audiences, I think, as well. Then it mentions that you need to think about how you're doing things from a long-term standpoint. I mean, a lot of the stuff in the book, if you're a complete dummy, like, and you suck at life, like, low key, it can wake you up a little bit and be like, oh, damn, I've been just trying to do things at a surface level. But I mean, like, I feel like a lot of the stuff I already knew, and I'm already doing this shit on a deeper level. Like, I'm always thinking about why I'm making decisions and like why I should do one task as opposed to another. So, I mean, like, it wasn't that deep. And then it started talking about, you know, how advertising targets people and shit. Well, like, how they message people. They use, like, fear one way, which, I mean, yeah, it's true. Like, fear is a big motivator in any type of, like, sales. But the other thing they said was like how it uses aspiration and like reaching goals short. I feel like I got more in a shorter amount of time out of Alex Hormozzi's $100 million offers, to be honest, bro. Like, he just broke it down in like a simple formula, and if you read the summary version, like, it's even faster. I felt like this Simon book was like, it was like theoretical and not super applied, you know, like it was talking about abstract cases of like things in history and shit, but it's connecting it to like really simple concepts, like examining like the quality of how you do things in your factory and shit, if you have a factory, and like talking about, anyways, I'm done with the book. I'm done with that.